being involved in reaching out to a world to bring hope and healing, physically, emotionally, spiritually, is at the core of what Jesus calls us to do. And just a few weeks ago, this calling was carried out in a beautiful way right here in this very stadium. Let's watch what happened right here in this convention center.
For 4 days, more than 2,000 volunteers and health professionals provided free care to thousands of people in downtown St. Louis. The clinic, part of the Pathway to Health project, required no insurance, documents, or ID. The lines wrapped around the block. Some said they arrived before dawn. Services included cardiology, women's health, pediatrics, dermatology, minor surgeries, eye care, and dentistry. In some cases, patients underwent procedures and walked out with new prescription glasses, regaining not only their sight, but also their independence. Beyond clinical care, volunteers offered therapeutic massages and haircuts, small gestures that restored dignity and self-esteem. Clothes and shoes were also distributed, essentials for those who often arrived with nothing more than what they were wearing. Many gave up a day's wages just to be seen, a chance they couldn't afford to miss. One volunteer, who's been part of the clinic since 2009, keeps coming back. For her, service is the greatest reward.
So one of my favorite parts about Pathway to Health is the opportunity to pray with patients. You never know what they need and how God can touch them when you pray with them. And so I just prayed with a family. He had, it was a dad and he had a daughter and a son. And after I prayed for them, he said, "Can I pray for you and for the people who are working here?" And he just now gave the most beautiful prayer. He just prayed for God's hands to be on all of us and that we would be blessed because we are blessing them, and that the community that we're serving really needed this. And so he asked for God to really bless us abundantly because we're here serving them. And that really touched my heart.
For one woman, the experience marked a turning point. She said her life now feels divided into before and after the clinic.
I went to medical. Went to internal medicine first, right? Got a chance to see that doctor for free. I think I must have got about $20,000 worth of work done, absolutely no cost, because I don't have health insurance, family. So therefore, this is a miracle for me.
And for those who came, the impact is clear. This wasn't just a medical outreach. It was an act of faith, compassion, and hope. But the care doesn't end here. Local Adventist churches will now become community health centers, offering free wellness classes, natural cooking, and chronic disease prevention.
This wonderful outreach, Pathway to Health, paved the way for this general conference session and for evangelistic meetings we just concluded last Saturday night in the St. Louis Central Church. And near the end of those meetings, we were privileged to witness several baptisms related to the metropolitan St. Louis churches. What a privilege to be part of Pentecost 2025 and global total member involvement right here in St. Louis.